our scriptures, whatever faith we belong to, they ask us to be ethical. They're all wanting us to inculcate the ethical virtues in our life. And one of the great virtues to have is to stay calm and peaceful in all different circumstances that we find ourselves in. It is very easy to be in turmoil. It is very easy to get upset about things which are not as we expect them to be. And it's that disharmony, whether it's with our environment, whether it's with our family members, whether it's our people that we work with, whether it's in our neighborhoods. It's that disharmony that creates difficulties. So to be peaceful in all kinds of environments is something that we need to focus on. And generally, whatever areas in life we focus on, we try to do better. What is very important is to understand why disharmony comes in. We all interact with many people during the day. We interact with our spouses, we interact with our children, we interact with people, maybe on a train station, if we take a train, maybe we interact with others who are driving. As we go to work, we interact with many, many, many different people all day long. And each one of the interactions are going to bring different points of view. Because whosoever we interact with maybe has a slightly different understanding of whatever we are talking about or whatever we are experiencing and whatever we are dealing with. And when we get so adamant that it is only our point of view which is correct, then it brings turmoil. There's a very interesting incident. This is about a husband and wife and who had 2 kids, and they went to a museum. So as they went to the museum was very big and very interesting and had all kinds of different things. They had painting, they had sculpture, they had scientific things, they had things which are interesting for the children. So they decided that the husband and wife will go into one area and the kids will go into another area so that they all enjoy whatever they would like better. And so they decided on a time where they will come back, and there was a big sculpture in one area. So they said, okay, at this time we will all gather here. So let's go and look at whatever things we want to look at. So they're looking here, they're looking there. The kids are having their fun with all the sports things and toys and other things. And the parents are looking at art and other interesting things to them. And then at the point in time, they come from different directions. There's a big statue. And so they get there. So the husband, who was on one side of the statue, he looks at the statue and says, boy, this is so beautiful. Look at the beautiful gold color of the statue. And his wife says, what are you talking about, gold color? This is silver color. He said, no, it is gold. No. She said, no, you should get your eyes checked. When I'm telling you it's silver, that means it's silver. And so here they're going back and forth, and this it gets escalated, and pretty soon, they forget about what they were fighting about, and they're talking about all kinds of other things, and the argument's getting very heated. In the meantime, their children came from this side. And they heard their parents because, the argument had gone louder and louder and louder. And they said, what are you fighting about? And the wife says, your dad, he thinks this is golden. And this is totally silver. And I don't know how to make him understand that. And so the dad said, no, no, no. See, this is definitely gold. So the kid says, okay, why don't you switch sides? You come on this side, and dad, you go on this side. And when they each went on the other side, their heads were down because the statue was gold on one side and silver on the other. So they were both correct. But even though they were both correct, they had this argument, and it's these little things that create difficulties. And as they become bigger and bigger and bigger, there's disharmony. Whenever there's an argument, after the argument, I don't think either party feels better. It's not that we have to prove to our partners or to our kids or to the people that we work with or in our neighborhood that we were correct. And so we need to be resilient. We need to understand there could be different points of view. We need to understand that the understanding of someone else could be different, but it still be correct. And just to think that everything that we think is always going to be correct is something that we all need to work on. And as we put in an effort, then we are able to correct ourselves. And when we do lead a life in which we find ourselves to be in harmony with everyone else surrounding us, then we will find that life will get calmer, peaceful, and loving. And when that happens, then when we sit to meditate, it is much more easier for us to concentrate within. It is much faster for us to connect with the divine power of light and sound within ourselves. So the more we are in this harmony, the longer it takes for us to still ourselves. And the longer it takes for us to still ourselves, our meditations don't get into the deeper states of consciousness that we can. So the key is to be in harmony. The key is to be in peace with yourself. The key is to be able to experience the peace at all times, so that you're away from turmoil, so that you are always in harmony with the divine. And when you do that, then you'll find that all other aspects of your life will get better and better and better.